This is like the first sit-down meal we've had here.
Cool.
Have you vlogged at all today?
No.
Today was the final push out at the cabin where
What's Mommy gonna do?
my dad, Aunt Lala, and Brad all went out and got all the heavy stuff and everything else that was still there. While the kids and I stayed home, my mom came over. What did you guys do with Mama today?
We played.
Yeah?
And got fun.
Yeah?
Mama and I played kitty.
Cool.
Eloise has plenty of oxygen, even though her skin is blue.
Because you...
That's all we did.
Wee wee, why is your face all blue?
And we got cows.
Yep,
And
it's
she
painted.
in her head.
And we got everything set up down here to play. I've never seen them use that playhouse like they did today.
Right.
It's very... The patio down here is very conducive for playing. And while they all did all that, I grew 2 humans. And I am trying my best to fight off a sinus infection. There's like so much pressure right here. I don't know if I've ever had one this bad where like your teeth hurt and your eye hurts, but it is, and you can't really take anything obviously because pregnancy, but I go to my OB tomorrow, so I'll mention it to her and see if like if she wants to put me on an antibiotic or let it run its course. My parents have a neti pot, so I used that like one time and it definitely cleaned some things out, but I don't feel like it helped at all with the pressure. And someone actually warned me that it can make the pressure worse and to not do it right before bed because of that. So my swelling is a lot better. I think I talked about that last night. It's funny how like this is better than what it was. But definitely, I'm sorry, I can't lean over like that. Oh gosh, this poor camera. Definitely better. It's like I can see my knees. I have knees again. So it's like I've exchanged one thing for another. I have better swelling and then a sinus infection to balance everything out.
Third border! Go that way! I mean, this is even more space than what we had at the cabin. Not exactly. I'm sure it's not illegal. I really hope their batteries don't die this far. Far away from the house. It's not too far. We could always go grab the golf cart, I guess. It's like a NASCAR race. Now we're all out on a golf cart ride. Easy for me to say. Coming across this here deer.
I can see a deer. I'm here.
Oh, you'll see it. Just a sec,
No, I can see out here.
Eloise, can you see in front of the golf cart?
Look out your side.
Eloise, over here.
Other side. Turn around the other way.
See
there
it?
you go.
I see it.
Do you see it, Markin?
Stop it.
Eloise can see the deer.
That way we don't scare the deer.
There's
a lot of kids.
Go back on the road again.
There's a lot of kids on this golf cart ride.
Dad, can we go?
It's happy to keep them all happy.
Hey, can we go?
It's hard. It's hard to keep them all
Can we
happy.
go? Like baby. Don't look like baby.
Don't get up on behalf of us.
Don't look like baby.
Oh.
One looks like a baby one in the other one.
I'm not sure how much longer this camera's gonna make it.
Yeah, we kind of need to take a trip up to Best Buy and get a new one.
Oh,
That's like an older one.
this frame TV is neat.
It's fun.
It is fun. I'm glad that you said that you selected the photos that go on there, because Alexa is like not that way.
Well,
And I'll randomly see a picture like from 2015 when we lived in South Carolina
yeah.
of, I don't know, like a stupid picture I took to send to you while you were at drill.
Well, I don't think you've been naked in it.
Not inappropriate, but stupid.
I was gonna say. Yeah, it really stinks that you feel like such horse crap, because we need to keep the people updated
I know.
with vlogging.
The last thing I want to do is vlog.
I know. The last thing you want to do is be in front of a camera.
I don't. It hurts.
Totally understandable.
It hurts to talk. Like I have this
Right.
mega sore throat that I like barely made it through Berend Lyndle's book tonight. Eloise was so little in that picture.
So, you went to the doctor today.
Yes. Today's Monday. It was our next goal after last Thursday. And something changed, and I knew something changed since last Thursday because my legs all of a sudden weren't nearly as swollen. And I started getting like a lot more lightheaded and out of breath. And I don't know. I haven't had any rib pain at all. And so I go in, and every time I go in now we start with an ultrasound, and then I see the doctor, and then I have a non-stress test over at the hospital where they check my blood pressure every 10 minutes.
Right.
And monitor the babies.
And what was your blood pressure? Or do you want to do you want to talk about the appointment first?
The ultrasound was first.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see, actually
Here's what I found.
oh,
Oh, hey Siri.
you can feel her.
Sorry, once again. Here's what I found.
Oh yeah, right there. There she is.
That's her head.
Huh.
So that used to be like butt. She did a 180. She completely flipped. She was head down last Thursday. Her head is all the way up here now and her feet are down here. And so I don't even like remember having a big, huge movement that you would expect at 35 and a half weeks when a baby flips from.
Yeah, at what point are they in their final position?
Literature says by now.
Yeah, I mean, they're huge.
That there's no way they can change. Even the ultrasound tech was like, I cannot believe I'm seeing a head right here.
Do you get the same ultrasound tech every time?
Every single time.
Yeah.
So she knows me quite well. So that was really weird. And my hypothesis is that she was just like the way she was before, was pushing on something that was causing the swelling, maybe. I mean, I'm still super swollen. Look at my ankle.
Yeah, that's huge. That's a big ankle.
Yeah, but it's not, like I can see. But like, I can see that I have bones in the front. I don't know. It's way better. Way, way, way better. Like, I'll take this any day.
Yeah.
I was swollen all the way up to my hips. So another weird thing is that I lost 10 pounds of fluid since Thursday.
You're down 10 pounds.
Which, it makes sense, because if you think a gallon of water is 8 pounds.
Yeah.
I had a gallon
Of
in,
swelling.
yeah, easily. Like, just in my legs. Like, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Right.
Hey, Rio. And then my blood pressure was 106 over 50.
Low. Really
like
low.
106 over 54 or something. Probably one of the lowest. I've been closer to 100 on the systolic, but that's the lowest I've seen my diastolic ever. So that is all a 180, literally, from Thursday. But my OB is pretty convinced that this isn't going to last.
It's like the calm before the storm.
Yes. She says, you're going to come in here at one time and your blood pressure is going to be up and that's going to be it. I'm calling it. So.
Because both the babies are over 6 pounds now.
They're over 6 pounds. Once you're at 36 weeks, there's like almost no chance that they're going to need NICU. Their lungs are, like, they'll breathe room air without a problem.
And so
almost
you-
100% of the time.
And so that'll be Thursday. You're at 36?
Correct. So my next appointment, like, if anything is out of the ordinary, she said one wrong move and we're taking the babies. Isn't that funny? How,
Well, we better get this place looking,
yeah, I know.
looking better. Although you made pretty good progress today.
I did.
But you're probably not going to make any tomorrow, are you?
Yeah. I mean, it'll just be me and Eloise in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do some.
Okay. Well, and you didn't even talk about your sinus infection. I'm sure the people can hear it.
I think, didn't I yesterday? Or did we not?
Probably, but, I mean, is your doctor calling you in?
Yes. But she forgot.
What's she calling in for you?
I don't know. Although, if she would have said...
She probably couldn't figure it out.
Well, it was kind of like, yeah, I know. Maybe there's nothing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like...
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, like,
Oh.
there's not as much pressure here as... Oh my gosh, yesterday was the worst.
Yeah,
Especially
you
this
literally
side.
had a toothache.
Yeah. My teeth feel fine now. These feel
Good.
fine. And it's now just in, like, these.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know that I would take an antibiotic now anyway.
Okay.
Except for, I don't know what's causing the sore throat. And
Do they do a preemptive
prophylactic?
antibiotic for a C-section?
Yes.
What are they going to give you?
So this
Septra? Bactrim?
I'm trying to remember what they gave me. Do you remember how when we had the twins, it took way longer because they realized at the last minute that I'm allergic to penicillin?
No.
You don't remember that?
Mm-mm.
They had to, like, go ahead and, like, get a new one from the pharmacy. So I made sure to tell them that, like, at my last 3 appointments before Eloise, that I'm allergic to penicillin. You're gonna need a different drip before the C-section. And it dripped slower for some reason.
Mm.
You don't remember that?
No.
But with Eloise, like, they didn't have to finish the whole bag before they took me in. They just let it continue to drip while
While you were giving birth?
Mm-hmm.
While she was being pulled out of you?
Yep.
Okay.
Another thing I want to ask about at my next appointment is if they can compare the notes of the anesthesiologist from Berend Lyndle and Eloise.
Oh, yeah.
Because they have the notes from Berend Lyndle.
Oh, okay.
Because it was just so different. How are you feeling? Are you feeling ready? Ready for babies?
Now that we're in here and we're all done at the cabin, which we got to go get the bus sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Not that there's any rush for that.
Mm-mm.
But it would be nice to do before the babies got here.
Is there anything in the bus that we need to get out?
No, it's all storage.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, bring it on. It'd
Really?
be nice to get it cleaned up a little bit more in here.
Yeah, get things. I mean,
It's a mess.
just
But-
get things where they go.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
We have so much extra stuff.
I know.
So much. Especially kitchen stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So many dishes when you just donate all of it.
Well, we bought duplicates of everything for the cabin,
Mm-hmm.
thinking it was going to be an Airbnb.
Right.
Are you ready for the most sleepless stretch of months of your life?
You think it'll be worse than the first time? We have 2 snooze now.
Yeah, it might be better. And we're better at what we do. We're like not new parents this time.
Right. So it'll be quick. It'll be quick for me to just pop the baby on your boob and go back to sleep.
Oh, geez.
What?
That's like one piece of advice I have for new parents is that a way a dad can help in the night is some shifts you are the monitor and I sleep while nursing
Yeah, of course.
and you watch.
Yeah, some of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all of them.
No.
Right. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Except you'll fall asleep.
Yeah. I will.
At least you're honest.
But I'm taking 2 weeks off clinic. So I'll be here for 2 weeks. You'll have me. You'll have me for 2 weeks.
And Carrie.
Well, so our babysitter's coming? Our nanny?
For those 2 weeks, I don't know.
Yeah, when is she gonna come?
I don't know.
I feel like we need her.
We should have her come at night.
Seriously.
Be a night nurse.
That would be awesome. She could take my job, because you have to feed them.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
Aw.
What movie is that? It was not a good
It
movie.
wasn't a good movie.
Charlize Theron. It was not a good movie.
No,
Whatever
where
it
she had a night nurse that came, but it was really her at a younger age.
Yeah.
That was weird. Spoiler alert. That's
Yeah, not good.
okay.
I'm gonna pop some popcorn and edit some YouTube videos.
I'm gonna lick some salt. Try to get my blood pressure back up to a normal range.
You should have some popcorn.
Okay. We'll do better. Sorry about the vlogs lately.
I just saw. Well, never mind. I don't want to mention it.
Oh,
All right. Hit that subscribe button because the twins are going to be here any day.
we just don't know. We'll see you tomorrow.